Welcome! In this playthrough of herorealms, the deck building game, we take on our second battle of the RUIN of Thandar. So in our last game, one of our options was chasing after an imp, and here we go. So you chase the imp and its followers to our narrow alley. Once you're within shouting distance, you call out, "Demon, stand and fight. We don't fear you, necro scum." The demon turns towards you, its wings fluttering. Its head bops up and down and you hear a choking sound. You realize the demon is laughing. The necros are fools. They do not understand our true purpose, not like our new masters. Who are your masters, you ask? The imp's mouth opens wide. "Stop them," he yells. He tells his followers, "Slay them." So our special rule for this one, whenever an imp minion is defeated, don't put it into the master's discard pile. Instead, put it into a special out-of-play pile. And we will start this battle off. And if things go well, we'll go to Chapter 6. So I've got everything set up here. I've got our encounter stack. I've got our imp up 60 health. We're at 60 health. So his abilities here, starting off with level 1. Blues, discard a champion from our hand. Green, which is the favorite icon, discard 2 cards. Red, discard an action. And yellow, put a random imp from out of play into play. Got our starting cards here. Give it a shuffle and draw 5 cards. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we'll be starting with some gold, our double-bladed axe, and a throwing axe. And I've gone ahead and shuffled up our market deck, starting with 5 cards out on that. So it looks like blue is going to be our theme. We've got a robbery going on, a street thug, a master assassin, recruit, and some profit. And we're going to start with us going first. So 3 money. We'll go ahead and play that. Get ourselves a street thug. So a champion. We can expend it for money or to fight. Give me your gold or I'll give you my knife. He's got a defense of 4. Then we can go ahead and swing for 5 damage. Down to 55. Ending our turn. 5 more cards. Going to be a longsword and 3 golds and a ruby. And we do have 11 cards in our starting deck because of our double-bladed axe treasure we got. So starting with the Vexing Imp, we've got clear, so we're going with its favorite ability, which is going to be discarding 2 cards. That's not going to be favored for us. The master's deck has been reshuffled. This encounter, the master escapes, so we lose. So fortunately, that's over with first. I guess before we make a decision, the org mercenary would have come out. Well, we're going to get rid of our 2 gold. And come out hitting for 3. Down to 52. Then with 3 money, we'll go into some robbery, getting some money and drawing a card. And we've got the Just coming out next. We still have 1 more left. So we'll go for some profit. Filling that up with some deception. End our turn, we get 1 card, and then we'll shuffle and get 4 more. All right, so let's see what other cards we get. Ruby, gold, or double-bladed axe, and some more gold. So he's coming out, special ability to have us discard 2 cards. So we've got 1 mastery showing up here. We'll pitch 2 gold. So for our turn, 3 damage, going down to 49. Bring out our shield bearer, giving us a guard of 3. And then we've got 2 money. So we'll pick up a recruit here. So 2 money and heal 3, plus 1 for each champion you have in play. Placing with the high priest. And next turn, we've got our longswords, gold, street thug, and a robbery. So I've got red. So discard an action. And this disciple is going to be able to expend and do 3 damage. Necros believe demons are means to an end. Runos believe demons are means to the end. So coming in and hitting us for 3. On a 57. And we only have 1 action in hand, so no robbery this turn for us. Oh, I guess we wouldn't have taken the 3. Still up to 60. That 3 would have taken out our shield bearer. And prepare that. So bring in our street thug to give us 2 fight. Then another 3, so we've got a total of 5. Soaks up 3. 2 breaks through, down to 47. Then with 2 money, we'll go get us a fire gem, which will get us 2 money, and we can sacrifice this for 3 fight. So 4 cards, got some gold, a throwing axe, and profit. And we'll get 1 more card. A recruit. So Runos the vampire. It's going to have us discard an action. So we've got 2 actions in hand. We'll get rid of the profit. And attack for 4. Get rid of our thug. So give me your gold or I'll give you the knife. Well, he took the knife. Then healing for 4. Up to 51. So we're going to use 2 gold to use our shoulder bash to give us 2 fight. Then our throwing axe to get us up to 4 to get rid of the vampire. Then we've got 2 more money and we're going to heal 3. So we'll get that with the 2 money. And in this game, we can go over our starting max health. We've got a robbery, golds, rubies, and a double-bladed axe. So the imp goes into a clinging imp. So the blue is we discard a champion from our hand. And then with this, when you play a red card, stun this minion. That explains why all these have been red and some are not red. Action, discard a card that costs 1 or more. So the blue is discard a champion from her hand. We don't have any champions. This is going to discard a card that costs 1 or more. We only have 1 card that costs money, so no robbery once again. So then our axe is 3 plus 3 for each minion in our area. We have 1 minion, so we'll be doing 6 damage with this. 3 for him, and as an imp, it goes to a separate discard pile. 3 will break through, down to 48. Then we have 4 money to play with. And everything up here costs 5 or more. So we'll get 2 fire gems. Start stacking our deck with that. Hopefully we can get some money and some damage going. All right, longsword or bear, fire gem, and some gold. Got his second mastery card. We have to discard an action. And fortunately for us, we don't have any actions to discard. So bring out our shield bearer. Once again, we've got 4 money. We'll use 2 to get 2 fight. 2 to get a fire gem. We're going to sacrifice this, getting us 3 fight. Then another 3, so we're going to have 8. Down to 40. And 5 cards to draw. Gold, a robbery. Maybe we'll get to play it again. So yellow, put a random imp from out of play into play. Well, we've only got one. Then we're getting this vampire in. Your blood shall feed her calls. So first we're going to need to discard a card that costs 1 or more. I think this is the 3rd time we've been prevented from doing some robbing. Then 4 damage, 3 gets soaked up here, down to 62, and it heals for 4, up to 44. Our turn is going to be simple. We've got 5 money. We can get deception, which is an action. We're going to go for a champion. So expend that for 2 fight and 3 health. And it's a guard. Gold or axe, 2 axes and a long sword. So we're getting our 3rd card. We have to discard 2 cards. There goes our 2 golds. Discard a card that costs 1 or more. We don't have any cards that cost 1 or more. Then we'll take 4 damage, down to 58. And he goes up to 48. And then things get worse for us. So we'll flip him over. Still just getting 1 card. But now we're discarding 2 champions from our hand, discarding 3 cards, discard 2 actions, or put 2 random imps from out of play into play. So we've got our double-bladed axe. So we get the base 3 and then plus 3 for each minion. So we've got 2. It's non-fight. 10, 11. This would give you 7 or more combat. Draw a card. We'll get to see what comes up here. So we've got a man-at-arms. We've got 9, 10, 11, 14. We'll spend this 2 to go up another 2 fight, and then blow this up for another 3. So we're doing a total of 19. These will soak up 7. 12 breaks through, down to 36. Drawing our cards. Got a recruit, street thug, a couple fire gems, and some gold. And the clinging imp, green, discard 3 cards. We'll go ahead and discard these 3. Then that's going to activate, discard a card that costs 1 or more, which will be our other fire gem. And that leaves us with our street thug. So we can use him to get a money or to get 2 fight. And neither is going to do anything for us. So that'll end our turn. Drawing 2. So we've got some profit and a fire gem. And 3 more cards. A recruit, throwing axe, and our double-bladed axe. All right, here we've got orange. Put 2 random imps from out of play into play. And we're also getting this guy. He's elite, so he goes in the masters area. Players, champions, interplay expended. So not good. So each of these are going to have us discard a card that costs 1 or more. So we'll lose those 2 cards. Then we're getting hit for 3. Yep, that can go through there. So down to 55. So bringing our axe, it's going to get us 9 fight. 10, 11 and draw a card into a shield bearer, so he'll come into play expended. We'll use him for a money. Bring that in for 2 money. So we're up to 3. We'll also gain 3, and then +1 for each champion we have in play. So we're going to gain 5 health. Back up to 60. Use our 3 money for a man-at-arms. Gets replaced with a wolf shaman. Then we had 11 fight. So these will soak up 6. 5's not enough to take him out, but he doesn't have a guard, so we take him down to 31. Two, 3, 4, and 5. So next turn, we've got a ruby, longsword, some gold, a robbery. Chances are we won't have. Next card is green. Discard 3 cards. We will discard these 3. Then we're going to get hit for 6. So 3 takes care of him. Then 3 will break through down to 57. For our turn, we're going to do this to gain a money and draw a card. Plus it's blue, so we're going to trigger our bottom ability of 2 fight. So we've got a fire gem, getting 2 more money. And we're going to blow it up here eventually for 3 more fight. So we'll expend him for 2 more fight. Bring in 3 fight. And we're going to use our money over here for 2 fight. It's 5, 6, 7, 10, and 12. Take care of both of these guys. And we've got a fire gem and a lot of gold. So the imp gets a mastery card. Put 2 random imps. We've only got 2 to bring in. They're going to make us discard cards that cost 1 or more. We only have 1 to discard. This is ready. We'll use him for the 2 fight. We'll spend 2 gold for 2 more fight. So we can get rid of one of the imps. Then with the other 2 money, we'll go for the shaman. And replace that with an orc grunt. So we've got the just and 4 more cards. A wolf shaman, some gold, and a little profit. Imp. Blue, discard 2 champions from our hand. Well, it's like it knows. Get rid of those. Discard a card that costs 1 or more. So much for profit. Swinging for 4. Takes care of our street thug. Healing for 4. And for our turn, we've got 2 money. Gets us a fire gem. All right, ruby, gold, or an axe, and a longsword. And fires back with some red. Discard 2 actions. Fortunately, I'm not buying any actions. Discard 2 cards that cost 1 or more. We don't have any. So then we're just taking 4 down to 53. And he heals for 4, 39. We're not getting anywhere. So for our turn, we've got 3 minions in play. So this is going to be 12 damage, up to 15. So 10 will take care of all of these. 5 breaks through, down to 34. Then with 4 money, we'll go with the Orc Grunt. Throwing into Recruit, Robbery, 2 actions, a Shield Bear, Man-at-Arms, and a Fire Gem. And we've got Mastery with blue. Discard 2 champions. So there's our 2 champions. So play this for money and to draw a card. Into a Fire Gem. Play these for the money, and we're going to blow them up. And then 2 more money and heal 3 to 56. Should have a 5th card out here. Got a Recruit action. So 2, 4, 6, 7 money. So we will go with the Master Assassin. Placing it with some Intimidation. So 4 cards. Our Throwing Axe, Fire Gem, and 2 gold. And we get 1 more card. Into our Master Assassin. So we've got a shuffle here. And of course there's 1 card in here that just ends this game for us. So hopefully that is at the bottom and not near the top. So we're getting our Ambusher, Elite coming in, hitting us for 3. And we're discarding 3 cards. Get rid of these. Come in with Rake. It's going to get us 4 fight, and we may stun target champion. And in this game, minions equal champion, so we'll stun him. Play this for 2 money to get, well, let's go for some Intimidation. And 3 more fight. So we've got 7 down to 27. End our turn. Got our Axe, Fire Gem, the Just, Profit, and Robbery. So we've got a blue Mastery. Discarding 2 champions from our hand. We only have the 1. So we've got a blue card already in play. So we're going to get both of these. We're going to draw a card and get an additional 2 fight. Into a Ruby. So 2 more money. Then we're going to get 2 more money and 4 more fight. 2 more money, blow this up for 3 more fight. And then that's coming in for 3 fight. We are going to use 2 money for this 2 fight. And then replace up here, since I keep forgetting to do that. So we have a total of 2, 5, 8, 12, 14, 18 fight. So that's going to take him down to 9. Then 5 money. Got a lot of blue cards, so we'll go with some Deception. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Got our Street Dog, a Grunt, gold, Man-at-Arms, and some more gold. Got blue, discard 2 champions from her hand. We have 3, so we'll keep the Man-at-Arms. Then we're getting hit for 4, down to 49. Then healing for 4, up to 13. Place this card. Got a Con Artist. That is going to be ready. So blue, 4 fight, stun a minion. We'll bring him in. He's going to give us 2 fight, +1 for each other guard we have in play. So just 2, so we're up to 6. Then 2 money for 8 damage. Down to 5. Fire gem, gold, longsword, and a wolf shaman. Drawing into a vampire, which is red. Discard 2 actions. And I have no actions in hand. He will swing for 4, which takes out the guard. Heal for another 4, up to 9. So use him for 4 fight. Stun a minion. Bring this in for 2 fight, +1 for each other green card in play. So we're up to 6. 7, 8, 9. 12 damage. Which takes out our vexing imp. So then in our story, actually I'm curious how many more turns I had before we just lost. So at least I got shuffled down a little further. We had a few more turns to go. All right, counter's over. We're going to chapter 6. Into the chase. He didn't escape. If you reduce the master's health to 0, you win the encounter. Read the text below, then collect your rewards. Your enemies lie defeated, but the kidnapped young man is not with this group. You search the fallen followers for clues, but find nothing save a few items that may prove useful. Then you hear a groan and realize one of your enemies is still conscious, barely. You question him and learn 3 things. First, this group was once part of the Necros cult, but splintered off to form their own sect. They call themselves the RUINos. Second, they were headed to a nearby cobbler shop, which conceals an entrance to a series of caverns beneath Thandar. These caverns lead to a ceremonial space where the RUINos gather. And third, in a few hours, they intend to sacrifice the kidnapped young man to summon a demon. You have no time to lose. Our rewards: each player finds a class treasure. Each player shuffles remaining treasure cards from their class, draws 1, then adds it to their personal deck. Then each player earns a character point and may spend it to upgrade one of their skills or abilities or buy an additional health card. So let's get those taken care of first. So we've got our 3 remaining treasure cards. Give these a shuffle the best I can with 3 cards, and we are going to get a hand scythe. So it's going to replace a gold, gives us some money, deal 3 damage to target minion in your area. So like that. And for our character point, we're going to take Shoulder Smash and upgrade it from doing 2 damage to doing 3 damage. And then go to the next encounter. So our next playthrough will start Chapter 7 with Encounter 3, The Ritual. So as always, hope you enjoyed this playthrough. If so, please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.